most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thakara.
Good morning, everybody. As we start with your headlines here on this Monday, great to be with you. First full week of November now underway. It's going to be a pleasant and mild week as we have Manheim Central behind me here. It's going to be nice, but record warmth is possible not only tomorrow on Election Day, but likely Wednesday as well. Wednesday will probably be the warmest day of the week, and it feels like we've had a record dry stretch here. We're just outside of the top 5. I'll explain that coming up, but you can see here too, we don't really have much rain coming at us. Feels like we haven't had a drop of rain. We have had literally drops, and that's what we could see on Wednesday. But I still think most of the region will stay dry, and we really haven't had any meaningful rain in over a month. So far in November, we have measured 1/100th of an inch. We should have 3/10ths of an inch, but now we have a deficit on the year that is closing in on an inch of rain, and we'll likely surpass that by the end of the week, which means we do have a drought monitor. Now, I need to issue a correction here that I talked about at 4:30. So I thought that we were in the top 5, tied with 1964 for 27 days without measurable rain, but that is not true. Friday, on November the 1st, we did sneak in 0.01 inches. So, it wasn't much, but it was enough to sort of break that up. So the streak that we had this year, dating back to October, early October, was 24 days in 2024, just outside of the top 5 here. Still an impressive stretch, but not quite enough to get into that top 5. By the way, it was only 0.01 inches. So again, we are still very dry, and the drought is continuing to expand. They will have an update here this week, but moderate drought now in most of our eastern counties. We have significant and severe drought in the southwest. So we need some rain. And again, when we look, there may be a passing shower Wednesday. There may be one next Sunday night. But these fronts continue to kind of wash out as they move in. They hit drier air, and the rain kind of falls apart. And that's what's going to happen again here on Wednesday. As we look at Enola this morning, a chilly start, 40 degrees. Dew points are low, dry air in place. We have some clouds, though. These clouds are not going to bring us any rain. They're just going to be partly cloudy skies here this afternoon. Temperatures are starting out in the 30s. I mean, it is chilly out. Most of the state, though, warmer than yesterday morning by a significant amount in the north and west. Here, we're pretty much even with where we were yesterday as we climb into the low 60s later. A partly cloudy, pleasant day tonight, 50 degrees, a little bit warmer than it is this morning. But we're tracking this front, and the problem is it looks impressive from Chicago and Detroit down into the Plains states with some severe weather. There's some decent rain with this, but until it moves toward us, it is going to dry out a bit. So temperatures today, seasonable, but notice the warm surge of air we've got ahead of this front. So I think tomorrow on Election Day and Wednesday, we could challenge some record highs, getting into the mid to even upper 70s. So today, this keeps us in the 50s, around 60 degrees. I think we'll be a little bit warmer than that. Tonight, right around 50. I could see that happening, but I think mid to upper 70s is certainly on the table here for Election Day. A very warm Election Day. A bit of a southerly breeze today. That's going to increase tomorrow as things look a little breezy as well here on Tuesday. That breeze will stick around on Wednesday as well once the front pushes through. But remember, this is a dry front. We don't see any moisture with it. So partly cloudy skies today. Tomorrow, maybe a little bit more sunshine. That will help to keep us very warm in the afternoon. And then on Wednesday, here comes the front. So maybe more clouds than sunshine on Wednesday. But where's the rain? Yeah, we don't get any, unfortunately. So that streak is going to continue where no meaningful rain will fall. 75 here on Tuesday, 78 on Wednesday, near a record both days. And then we cool off a bit, but temperatures still very seasonable, very comfortable here. A nice end of the week. Thursday and Friday look good. Saturday and Sunday, temperatures around 60 degrees. A similar weekend to the one we just had. And we are still staying dry. So even though we broke the streak of days without measurable rain, I mean, it was just 1/100th of an inch. We have gone a couple of months without.
The weakest record breaker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just a couple of months without any meaningful rain. It's really starting to hurt. Now, I know communities, right, have been asked to conserve water, and we're getting into a problem scenario. So we need some rain. We just don't see any coming.
I was raking leaves yesterday, and it was so dry.
Yeah, very much so. But the weather still looks good. It's going to be a nice Election Day tomorrow. So we'll take it, right? It's going to be warm.
All right. Thank you, Brett. Let's take a look at the roads.